The Davis County Mustangs play here on the Atomo Radio Sports Network. Be sure to catch live online streaming of every Davis County baseball game right here on atomoradio.com. Previous games can be viewed on demand at atomoradiosports.com. Now, let's head down to the field for Mustang baseball. Here's Ellis Kojo.
Codjoe. This is welcome to Bloomfield, the home of the Davis County Mustangs, and the first of two doubleheaders in a row are on the docket tonight. Senior night here in Bloomfield, as the Davis County Mustangs look to keep their winning ways going, as they will be hosting the Chariton Chargers in a doubleheader today. Great to have you with us on the Atomo Radio Sports Network. Ellis Kojo, along with Corey Finch, our producer. You're listening to the Nutrient Ag Solutions pregame show. Call Bob Lawson and his team today, where results in your field are their first concern. Davis County coming off a tidy, business-like, quick 10-0 win over Burlington Notre Dame last night. And it was pretty much good pitching, good defense, and a whole lot of hitting led to their 10-0 triumph over the Nikes of Burlington Notre Dame. Now they face a Sheridan team that is still looking to get back to the right track. And I'll tell you about the conversation I had with their head coach, Daryl Dotson, and we'll also talk about Davis County's prospects as well. Senior night, as the seniors get recognized, and we'll have Davis County baseball for you coming up here very soon. But in the meantime, let's take a break, and when we come back, we'll delve more into Davis County's 10-0 win over Notre Dame, what went right and what needs to keep going right for the Mustangs to continue their winning ways. You're watching Davis County Baseball on the Atomo Radio Sports Network.
Take summer by storm on a new Polaris. Right now, the world's best-selling off-road lineup is priced to move. Get more done with a hardworking Ranger. Chase adventure on a legendary Sportsman. Or live wide open in a high-performance Razor. Rebates up to $2,000 are available now during the Polaris Summer Sales event.
Slayton Polaris. Stop in and see Tim or Dean today for a great deal on a new Polaris.
Hi, this is Chris Ledke, owner of Pulaski Lumber. I would like to personally invite you to see our updated inventory. We have a nice selection of tools, plumbing, flooring, tile, accessories, and as always, we can order in anything you might need. Josh is also available to offer you professional 3D drawings to design your new home, deck, or addition. We don't charge huge architect fees, but are confident you will be happy with our work. We look forward to meeting you at Pulaski Lumber, your start-to-finish lumberyard.
You're watching live coverage of the Davis County Mustangs on the Atomo Radio Sports Network.
And welcome back to Davis County, the home of the Mustangs, where we are about to have the first of two between the Mustangs and the Chargers. So Davis County comes in with a record of 13-11. Last night they beat Burlington Notre Dame 10-0 in 5 innings. 2 big innings, really, played the key in Davis County's win. They scored 2 in the first inning and then 8 in the third inning. So in a 10-0 game, only 2 innings had scoring in it, but that was more than enough, as thanks to the pitching of Trevor Slayton, he made that hold up, and Davis County was able to come away with a 10-0 whitewash of Burlington Notre Dame. Trevor Slayton, 5 innings pitched, 5 shutout innings, I should say. Only 2 hits allowed, walking none and striking out 2, really making his defense work behind him. And he was very economical with his pitches as well. As the score would suggest, contributions offensively up and down the lineup, as Bennett had 2 hits, Slayton had 2 hits and 2 RBI, DeCry had a 2-run double, Norman had a 2-run double, Hill had an RBI single, Smolik had a single and a run scored. And just all kinds of contributions from the Mustangs that led to their 10-0 win over Burlington Notre Dame. Let's take another break, and when we come back, we'll give you the starting lineups between Davis County and Sheridan as we get set for baseball here in Bloomfield on the Atomo Radio Sports Network.
Nothing says summer like hitting the open road. Get your vehicle summer driving ready. Cruising to work with the windows open and the convertible top down, going to the local fairs, or taking your much-needed holiday on the open road. Ray's Rapid Lube and Car Wash can get your car summer driving ready. Oil changes to the touchless car wash. Quick car wash to the super car wash. Ray fits in your budget so you can put more in your tank. Ray's Rapid Lube, 301 North Madison in Ottumwa. Are you installing a new septic system? The man to call is Jody at Geotech Sand and Stone. They have state-certified septic sand, as well as top-quality black dirt, fill sand, and washed gravel for landscaping. They also have large rocks to add to your landscaping. Geotech Sand and Stone has very competitive prices. Stop out and get a load, or have one of their contractors haul it for you. Call Jody today for more information at 799-1235. That's 799-1235. Geotech Sand and Stone, 3 miles west of Eldon on River Road. The busy farming season is here, and Nutrien Ag Solutions in Bloomfield is the best place to go for all your seed and fertilizer needs. They're focused on one thing and one thing only, providing their customers with the best products and services to grow the best crops possible. Farmers call them today for liquid and dry fertilizers, starters, small seed, and corn and soybean seed. They also offer crop protection chemicals and custom applications. See why other area farmers are turning to Bob Lawson and the staff at Nutrien Ag Solutions in Bloomfield, where results in your field are always their first concern.
Hi, this is Kendall with Citizens Mutual. It's a busy time of the year, so we want you to save as much time as possible. Whether you need internet, TV, or phone service, we can handle all of them for you. We also have a great selection of TVs ranging from 32 to 65 inch, as well as appliances. Stop in today, and remember, Citizens Mutual is owned and operated by its customers. So when you walk in the door, we don't just treat you like a customer, we treat you like you're the boss, because you are. We're looking forward to seeing you at Citizens Mutual, just off the square in Bloomfield.
You're watching live coverage of the Davis County Mustangs on the Ottumwa Radio Sports Network.
And welcome back to Bloomfield, where we are just about set for the first pitch as the national anthem just ended.
Davis County's Community School District encourages positive sports.
Davis County versus Chariton, the first of two here on the Ottumwa Radio Sports Network. Ellis Kojo, along with our producer, Corey Finch. Sheridan 5-16 on the season. Davis County 13-11, and thanks to a strong, especially the first 2/3 of the season, Davis County has a bye going to the postseason. We'll talk about Sheridan's postseason prospects as we continue. Starting lineups are brought to you by Pulaski Lumber. If you're starting a project around the house, make sure and check with Chris and the team first for all your building and hardware needs. For Sheridan, head coach Daryl Dotson has them lined up like this. Brady Hamilton leads off. He's in center field. Quentin Curtis is at shortstop batting second. Batting third and catching is Jackson Fisher. Kobe Wirtz is the DH, and he bats fourth. Batting fifth and in right field is Alex Bates. Reed Walters is at second base batting sixth. Batting seventh and in the left field is Tyler Gukin. Batting eighth and pitching is Ashton Vitale. And batting ninth and at third base is Logan Caudill. So again for Sheridan, Hamilton in center, Curtis at short, Fisher catching. Wirtz is the DH, Bates in right, Walters at second, Gukin in left, Vitale pitching, and Caudill at third. Quickly, Davis County's lineup looks like this. Head coach Todd White, 13-11 on the season. Leading off and in right field is Owen Bennett. Trevor Slayton's at shortstop batting second, batting third, and at third base, and catching is Kate Thorpe. Draven DeCry bats cleanup. He bats second. He's at second base. Clay Collier's in left field batting fifth. Batting sixth and then pitching is Caden Hill. Noah Smolik is at third base batting seventh. And the first pitch is swung on and missed for strike one. Hale in first base batting eighth and batting ninth. And in center field, Garl Norman. We'll give you the quick recap after this pitch. Fly ball, shallow center field in the Bermuda Triangle, and it drops for a base hit for Brady Hamilton, and that's the way we lead things off.
That was center fielder Brady Hamilton for the Chargers. Up to bat now was Quentin Curtis, shortstop.
So again for Davis County, Bennett in right, Slayton at short, Tharp is catching, DeCry at second, Collier in left, Hill is pitching, Smolik at third, Hale at first, and Norman in center. Quentin Curtis is the batter. Batting right-hander versus the right-hander Hill. He squares the bunt, bunts it up the first base line, but it rolls foul. Yeah. Hamilton led things off with a bloop single into short center field. And now Quentin Curtis has an 0-1 count, and here comes the pitch from Caden Hill. He squares the bunt, pulls it back, and takes ball 1. Hill with the peek at first. And he comes set. Here comes the 1-1 pitch instead of check the first, and back safely is Hamilton. Clay Collier's in left with Norman in center with Bennett in right. That's the Davis County outfield. And now the 1-1. He squares the bunt, he jabbed at it and missed for strike 2. On the infield, Smolik at third, Slayton at short, DeCry at second, Hale at first, Tharp is catching, and Caden Hill, who is the pitcher, has to count at 1 ball and 2 strikes. Another throw to first. It gets away from the first baseman, Hale. He tracks it down, but Hamilton is at first. Make that second base, and we'll call that a throwing error on the pitcher, which allowed Hamilton to take second base. 1 ball, 2 strikes on Quentin Curtis. And the pitch. That's fouled back. Count remains at 1-2. First of 2. There'll be another doubleheader coming up tomorrow as Knoxville will come to town to wrap up the regular season. The 1-2 to Curtis. Popped up, right side of the infield, foul territory, and that just gets over the fence. So Curtis continuing to battle, down 1 ball and 2 strikes. A long look in by Hill. And now the pitch. Curveball. Did he go around? No, he did not. It's ball 2. Five and 16 are the Chargers. 4 and 10 in South Central Conference play. Popped up. That's behind us and out of play. Actually, that's on the roof of our press box here. You might have heard the clang. And the count remains at 2-2. Quentin Curtis is a sophomore, batting 130 on the season with 2 RBI, and he has a runner in scoring position with nobody out. The pitch from Hill. Fastball off the outside corner, and the count is full. Hamilton singled, took second on a throwing error. And now the payoff pitch coming to Curtis. Swing and a miss, and he struck him out.
Now batting number 17, catcher Jackson Fisher.
Runner at second, 1 out, and Jackson Fisher will take his first cuts of the game. It's fouled at the plate, and it's quickly 0-1. Jackson Fisher, by far, the most dangerous hitter for Chariton, batting .444 on the season, and that's a sharp contrast to the team batting average, I'll tell you after this pitch. The 0-1. That's on the outside corner for strike 2. Fisher has a .444 batting average. The team batting average is .229. So imagine what the batting average would be if Fisher didn't have the monster year that he's having, at least average-wise. He does have a home run as well this year. The 0-2 curveball fouled back. That was in on his hands, and Fisher was able to fight that off, and he'll see another pitch. Outfield at normal depth straight away. And here comes the 0-2 pitch. A bit outside, perhaps even low, and it's 1-2. Last time Hill pitched was in Game 2 of the Fairfield doubleheader on Friday, as pitches outside for ball 2. And he got roughed up over his inning plus of work, as he allowed 5 runs, all of which were earned. The 2-2 fouled back. Lots of foul balls off the bat of the Chargers, as they've been feisty, not going down without a fight here in the first inning. Two balls and 2 strikes to Jackson Fisher. And the pitch. Curveball driven out to right center field. Back is Norman. Looks up. It's off the wall. Coming around to score is Hamilton. And Fisher has himself an RBI double. 1-0 Chariton.
Now batting for the Chargers, designated hitter, number 24, Colby Warts.
That brings up Colby Wirtz, the designated hitter, batting for Preston Lane, the first baseman. And the first pitch is taken outside for ball 1. Hill comes set, and now the 1-0. Chopped to third, Smolik. It's a foul ball, as Smolik did manage to glove it, but it is strike 1. Davis County wearing their maroon tops again for the second straight day with the white pants. And now the 1-1, fouled away, 1 ball, 2 strikes. It's been their pattern the entire years. When they play a doubleheader, they wear their maroon tops first, and then they'll go to the white tops for the nightcap. Never really asked why it's that order. Why don't they go vice versa? It has to be superstition, as the 1-2 pitch comes in. That's a bouncing ball to third. Smolik looks back, the runner to second. The Howders recorded at first, but good base running by Fisher anyway, and he makes it to third base, and there are 2 outs in the inning. Alex Bates now will bat.
Now batting for the Chargers, Alex Bates.
Runner at third, 2 outs, and the pitch. Fouled away. This will be pitch number 23 of what has been a pretty long top of the first for Caden Hill. The 0-1. Popped up on the infield. Hale to first base and calls for it. Makes the catch, and the inning is over. Sheridan does score a run on 2 hits, 1 error with a man left as we head to the bottom of the first. Sheridan 1. Davis County coming up on the Ottumwa Radio Sports Network.
Whether you are a player, cheerleader, or coach, your friends at Chariton Orthodontics are cheering for you. We are proud of the students in our area and are happy to support them in their school activities. We want to see you smile on and off the field. If you or your child are in need of orthodontic care, call us for a free, no-obligation appointment. We have many different options available to help your child's bite and smile. Call us today at Chariton Orthodontics in Ottumwa and Oskaloosa. We look forward to making you smile.
Hi, I'm Karsten. And I'm Callie. And we are the Neebs Girls. We would like to personally invite you to our parents' new store on the south side of the square in Bloomfield. Stop in and have them make you a custom shirt, hat, banner, sign, or even your school mascot. They stay open late on Thursdays until 7. We hope to see you soon. Neebs Graphics, making you stand out.
Neebs Graphics on the south side of the Bloomfield Square. You're watching live coverage of the Davis County Mustangs on the Ottumwa Radio Sports Network.
Sheridan scored 1 in the top of the first. Now it's Davis County's turn in the bottom of the first. First inning is brought to you by Dix's Mattress Outlet. Think of them first to get a great night's sleep. Call Darren today. Bennett, Slayton, and Tharp will face right-hander Ashton Vitale, as Davis County will play with an early deficit here in game one of our doubleheader. Mustangs 13-11 on the season. They snapped a 2-game losing streak with that win last night, looking to finish the regular season strong. Both of these teams are in the same district. Looking ahead to the district tournament that starts this Saturday, although the Mustangs won't play on Saturday, they'll have to wait until next week on Tuesday for their first postseason game.
Hitting first for the Mustangs, number 12, Owen Bennett.
Owen Bennett is the batter. He had a couple of hits and a couple of runs scored last night versus Burlington Notre Dame. Vitale's ready. Here comes the first pitch from the right-hander, and it's taken high and outside for ball one. Ashton Vitale's a junior. Has a record of 1-2 on the season, having pitched 18 and a third innings thus far. The 1-0. Inside, ball two. Vitale has an ERA of 8.02. Opponents are batting .298 off him. And over those 18 and a third innings, he has 16 strikeouts and 19 walks. 2-0 pitch is hit in the air, left field, and coming on to make the catch is the left fielder, Tyler Gookin, for out number one.
Now hitting for the Mustangs, number 9, Trevor Slayton.
Now Trevor Slayton's the batter. And he swings at the first pitch, hits it in the air, shallow right center field. Gookin again lunges and makes the catch. Nobody really called for that ball, so Gookin's like, all right, I'll take it then. Quickly, 2 outs for the Mustangs.
Hitting for the Mustangs, number 16, Cade Tharp.
Now the batter is Cade Thorpe. And he scoots away from the fastball inside for ball one. And now the 1-0. Outside ball two. Tharp had 2 hits, an RBI, and a run scored last night versus Notre Dame. Here's the wind in the 2-0. Outside corner, good pitcher's pitch there, strike one. Bases empty, 2 outs. Bottom of the first. Sheridan leads it 1-0. And the 2-1 coming to Tharp. In the dirt. And it is now 3-1. Wonder if Vitale will give Tharp anything good to hit with the count 3-1. 2 outs in the inning and bases empty. Here comes the 3-1 pitch. A curveball that's taken high for ball 4. And that's the first base runner for Davis County.
Now hitting for the Mustangs, number 2, Draven DeCry.
That brings up Draven DeCry, who is our collision corner cleanup hitter. If you need to clean up your vehicle, take it to John and his team for a complete detail.
Pinch running for the Mustangs, number 5, Caden Glosser.
So Caden Glosser will be the courtesy runner for the catcher, Cade Tharp. Runner at first, two outs. And here's DeCry, who is very aggressive. Don't be surprised if he swings at the first pitch. And he takes a strike. Makes me look bad there. Glosser taking his lead from first. And here's the 0-1 from Vitale. Glosser goes, and it's bounced foul to the third base side. DeCry right-hander versus the right-hander Vitale. And now the pitch, a curveball that hits DeCry in the back. And now two are on with 2 out.
Now hitting for the Mustangs, number 11, Clay Collier.
So a 2-out opportunity for Clay Collier, the Mustang left fielder. First pitch is taken outside for ball 1. On deck is Caden Hill for the Mustangs. And the 1-0. Strike 1. Collier called for time, but it was a very late appeal for time, and the umpire doesn't have to grant you time, and in that case he did not. Vic Combs being the home plate umpire. The 1-1 pitch, hit on a couple of hops into the left field. Coming around and slamming on the brakes was Caden Glosser. That was a good late hold by head coach Todd White as Collier loads the bases with a single. That was a good call by White to hold up the courtesy runner Glosser. As that throw from Gookin, the left fielder, is right on target. And Glosser would have been out by a mile at home. So Caden Hill will bat with the bases loaded and 2 outs. The first pitch to him. Ball 1. Now the 1-0. Driven out to center field, but drifting and making the catch is Hamilton, and the inning is over. So the Mustangs muster a 2-out rally, but they leave the bases loaded. And at the end of 1, it's Chariton 1, Davis County nothing on the Ottumwa Radio Sports Network.
John at Collision Corner knows that when you get in an accident and need some work done on your vehicle, you want the process to go smooth and easy. That's why Collision Corner is your best choice. John is a preferred body shop, which means he can work directly with your insurance company. He will handle the claim from start to finish. Collision Corner knows you need your car back as soon as possible, and they will also pick it up and deliver it to you for free. When you have an accident, call John and his team at Collision Corner in Bloomfield, and don't forget to like them on Facebook.
Keith's Foods in Bloomfield has been serving the Bloomfield area since 1969 with quality cut steaks, ripe seasonal produce, scrumptious bakery cakes and sweets, fresh dairy products, and of course, tasty smoked meats. We also have available hunting licenses, stamps, money orders, and gift cards too. Open till 9 p.m. every day. We pride ourselves in providing small town service in a big way while keeping up with trends and latest items across the country. Yes, Keith's Foods is your hometown grocery store and so much more. Keith's Foods, where we always take your groceries out to your car. Proud supporter of the Davis County Mustangs.
You're watching live coverage of the Davis County Mustangs on the Ottumwa Radio Sports Network.
The second inning is brought to you by Protruder Orthodontics. Don't give it a second thought. Get a smile that lasts a lifetime today. Chargers lead the Mustangs 1-0 as we play in inning number 2. Davis County had a bases loaded threat with 2 outs, and they weren't able to get a run in. So now Sheridan will look to add to their lead here in inning number 2.
Up to bat for Chariton, number 23, Reed Walters.
Reed Walters, second baseman, will be the batter. First pitch, bounce back to the mound. Hill straightens and throws, and there's 1 out. Tyler Gookin is now the batter.
Number 20, Tyler Gookin.
Gookin, the left fielder, batting left-handed. Hill with the first pitch, outside ball 1. Gookin batting 130 on the season as that's dribbled up the third base line and rolls foul. Wise choice by Smolik not to touch it, as Gookin would have been easily safe at first. That was just a perfect swinging bunt. Instead, it's strike 1. Another 1-1 from Hill. Hit the other way, and it's foul. Head coach Daryl Dotson thought that was a fair ball, and he's going to have some words with Vic Combs, the home plate umpire, but he has the final say, and he says strike 2. Davis County probably got a break on that call. It looked fair from up here, but Combs does have the better view, and he says foul ball. Now the 1-2. Foul tipped at the plate. That might have even gotten a piece of Tharp, the catcher. And the count remains 1 ball and 2 strikes. Tharp started shaking his right hand after that foul ball went to the screen. So you wonder if that got a piece of Tharp. That pitch is in the dirt for ball 2. Base is empty, 1 out. Top of the second. Chariton has a 1-0 lead over Davis County in game 1 of our doubleheader. Now the 2-2. Swing and a miss. And there's a strikeout for Hill, his second in the game. And there are 2 gone.
Now batting for the Chargers, number 22, Ashton Vitale.
So the pitcher, Ashton Vitale, will bat with the bases empty and 2 outs. And the pitch by Hill. Fastball at the belt, probably even a bit outside for ball 1. After a pretty long first inning, Hill would love a 1-2-3 inning here, the 1-0. Over but low, ball 2. The 2-0 pitch, a line drive caught on a hop by the shortstop Slayton, and the throw is on target to first, and the inning is over. So Sheridan does go down 1-2-3. We'll head to the bottom of the second. Davis County trails at 1-0 on the Atomo Radio Sports Network.
Take summer by storm on a new Polaris. Right now, the world's best-selling off-road lineup is priced to move. Get more done with a hardworking Ranger. Chase adventure on a legendary Sportsman. Or live wide open in a high-performance RZR. Rebates up to $2,000 are available now during the Polaris Summer Sales Event.
Slayton Polaris. Stop in and see Tim or Dean today for a great deal on a new Polaris.
Hi, this is Chris Ledke, owner of Pulaski Lumber. I would like to personally invite you to see our updated inventory. We have a nice selection of tools, plumbing, flooring, tile, accessories, and as always, we can order in anything you might need. Josh is also available to offer you professional 3D drawings to design your new home, deck, or addition. We don't charge huge architect fees, but are confident you will be happy with our work. We look forward to meeting you at Pulaski Lumber, your start-to-finish lumberyard.
You're watching live coverage of the Davis County Mustangs on the Atomo Radio Sports Network.
Welcome back to Bloomfield, where Davis County trails 1-0 to the Sheridan Chargers as we get started in the bottom of the second inning. Mustangs had a bases-loaded threat in the bottom of the first, but they came up empty. Now it'll be up to the bottom third of the Davis County order to try to get something started here in the second frame, starting with Noah Smolik, the third baseman.
First hitting for the Mustangs, number 8, Noah Zamolik.
Smolik, a sophomore. As he settles into the box. Vitale with the wind and the first pitch coming to Smolik. Up by his head, and he had to limbo out of the way to avoid getting hit in the noggin. And it counts 1-0. You always wonder psychologically what that does to you as a hitter. You have the first pitch approach your head. Does that make you a little shy when you see another pitch come in? The 1-0. Smolik stood in pretty well, but he foul tipped it into the glove of Fisher for strike one. Like Smolik had an extra bit of mustard on that swing as he was looking to hit it, probably out to Drakesville. That pitch is tomahawk to short. Curtis stays down on it, throws to first, and he's safe at first. Smolik legs at an infield single. Good hustle by the sophomore, and here's Logan Hale, the first baseman.
For the Mustangs, number 21, Logan Hale.
Second hit for Davis County. Leadoff man is aboard. And Logan Hale, after getting a couple signs from his head coach Todd White, climbs in. Hale swings and misses on the first pitch, 0-1. He squares the bunt on the second pitch, bunts it up the third base line. Good bump by Hale. The throw to first is in time. Sacrifice is good, 1-3. Smolik to second, 1 out.
Now hitting for the Mustangs, number 15, Garl Norman.
So that will put a runner in scoring position for Garl Norman. Curveball, and Norman had to duck out of the way of it for ball one. Norman probably had his best hit ball of the season yesterday versus Burlington Notre Dame. An absolute tracer out to center field that just missed going over the wall, ball two. It hit the middle of the center field wall, and he had to settle for a 2 RBI double. Vitale steps off. Norman has the count in his favor at 2 balls and no strikes. So he can be picky with this next pitch from Vitale. Here it comes. That hit him in the back. That's a second hit batsman by Vitale. And now runners are at first and second with 1 out.
Now hitting for the Mustangs, number 12, Owen Bennett.
Owen Bennett will be the batter. He flew out to right, beg your pardon, to left his first time up. Mustangs trail 1-0, but they have another threat mounting here in the second. The pitch to Bennett. Fastball upstairs, ball one. Bennett did a lot more pitching last year than he did this year. The 1-0, that's taken for a strike. And given how much a strain is going to be on the Davis County arms these next 2 days, you wonder if Bennett's going to be called on to pitch for the Mustangs. The 1-1, fastball, too high, 2 balls, 1 strike. Slayton certainly did the Mustangs a favor, pitching 5 scoreless innings of 2-hit ball. The 2-1, drilled out to right field. That's over the head of the right fielder Bates. Smolik got a late start. He rounds third. He will come around and he'll score without a throw. We are tied at 1 on the RBI double by Owen Bennett.
Now hitting for the Mustangs, number 9, Trevor Slayton.
Smolik came around to score, and Norman was right on his heels. And head coach Todd White, the first base coach, had to say, all right, Smolik, you go home. Norman, you stay at third. And now runners are at second and third with just 1 out for Trevor Slayton. First pitch is Slayton. Curveball taken inside for ball 1. Slayton flew out his first time up. And now the 1-0. Fastball upstairs, ball 2. Two balls, no strikes to Slayton. And the pitch from Vital. Popped up. And it'll be the third baseman, Caudill, to make the catch. 2 outs. So it'll be up to Cade Tharp to try to give Davis County the lead.
For the Mustangs, number 16, Cade Tharp.
Tharp walked his first time up in the first inning. He sees a breaking ball, but he fouls it away for strike 1. Runners at second and third, 1 out, and the 0-1. Fastball upstairs, 1 ball, 1 strike. Tharp last year, second team All-State. Had 8 homers and 34 RBI for the Mustangs. Also led Davis County in the batting average department. There's a swing and a miss, as that was a vicious cut taken by Tharp, but he came up empty. And now he's in the hole at 1 and 2. Tharp had a late start to the season. We've chronicled how he missed 8 out of the first 9 games due to a disciplinary issue, but he has been solid ever since he's come back. The 1-2 pitch, fouled back. Just got a piece of that pitch up in the zone. And he stays alive at 1 and 2. An RBI double by Bennett has tied the score at 1. Tharp will look to put Davis County ahead. Another 1-2 from Vital. Another foul. These two teams met earlier in the season, back in June. A weird day, and maybe I'll tell you about that either after this pitch or as Tharp takes ball 2. Davis County beat Chariton 9-2 in Chariton back in June, and it was one of those days where it was just colder than it should have been in June. People had hoodies and blankets there towards the end of the game. The 2-2 pitch. It's drilled into left center field. That's a base hit. And it's misplayed by Gukin. So 2 runs will score. And Tharp will end up at second. Davis County now leads at 3-1.
Now hitting for the Mustangs, number 2, Draven DeCry.
So Tharp has an RBI single. And then the second run scored Bennett from second on the error by Gukin. And the inning continues for Draven DeCry.
Courtesy runner for the Mustangs, number 5.
So Caden Glosser is the courtesy runner. First pitch to DeCry. Tap back to the mound. Vital scoops and throws. And that'll do it for Davis County in the second. But the Mustangs do score 3 runs on 2 hits, make that 3 hits, 1 error, and a man left. And as we head to the third, Davis County now has their first lead of the game, 3-1 on the Ottumwa Radio Sports Network.
Nothing says summer like hitting the open road. Get your vehicle summer driving ready. Cruising to work with the windows open and the convertible top down, going to the local fairs, or taking your much-needed holiday on the open road. Ray's Rapid Lube and Car Wash can get your car summer driving ready. Oil changes to the touchless car wash. Quick car wash to the super car wash. Ray fits in your budget so you can put more in your tank. Ray's Rapid Lube, 301 North Madison in Ottumwa. Attention Southern Iowa, do you need a better night's sleep? Maybe it's time to get a new mattress. Dixon's Mattress Outlet in Bloomfield has the most competitive prices on new mattresses in all different sizes. Darren sells camper mattresses, commercial bedding, rollaways, special order sizes, bed frames, and mattress protectors. Call Darren today and he'll meet you at the warehouse. Dixon's Mattress Outlet, 641-664-3060. That's 664-3060. You're watching live coverage of the Davis County Mustangs on the Atomo Radio Sports Network.
Caden Hill back on top of the mound for Davis County, and he will pitch for the first time in this game with the lead, as a 3-run second inning has given the Mustangs a 3-1 advantage over the Chargers of Chariton. Great to have you with us on the Atomo Radio Sports Network. Ellis Kojo along with our producer Corey Finch. First of 2 of a doubleheader today in Bloomfield, and then we'll have 2 more tomorrow as the Mustangs will be taking on the Panthers of Knoxville. Just as a reminder, you can catch any Davis County game this season. We have it archived on our website at atomoradio.com/sports and also on our YouTube page. Just find our Atomo Radio YouTube page, and all of our archive games will be there for your viewing pleasure. Sheridan's turn to bat. It will be Logan Caudill to bat.
Up to bat for the Chargers, number 14, Logan Caudill.
So 9-1-2 hitters due up for the Chargers. Hill's first pitch is spiked for ball 1. So Hill allowed a couple of hits and a run in the first inning, but then set down the Chargers 1-2-3 in inning number 2. The 1-0 hit back to the mound. Hill throws to the first for the first out. So the third inning starts like the second inning starts, with a ground out to the pitcher.
Now batting for the Chargers, number 13, Brady Hamilton.
So Brady Hamilton now will bat. He led things off with a bloop single into center. And then he takes a strike on a nice off-speed pitch from Caden Hill. The 0-1, foul tipped at the plate. That might have gotten a piece of Tharp as well, as he shakes his right hand, and it's no balls and 2 strikes. Davis County leads it 3-1, and there's a base hit into left field. So Hamilton now is 2 for 2.
Now to bat for Chariton, number 4, Quentin Curtis.
Quentin Curtis, a shortstop, is the batter for Sheridan. Hill's first pitch bounces to the plate, and Tharp blocked it, but it still deflects over towards the third base dugout, and Hamilton will take second on the wild pitch. Hill with the nod, comes set, and comes home with a 1-0. Fouled back. Curtis struck out swinging his first time up in the top of the first. Here's the 1-1 pitch from Hill. He squared the bunt, but that went between the legs of Tharp, the catcher, and Hamilton goes to third. So 2 straight wild pitches. Well, 2 wild pitches has Hamilton standing at third with just 1 out. Two and 1 to count. Curtis squares the bunt again. And there's nobody covering first as he squared the bunt, and they came back to Hill. Hale, the first baseman, was charging. DeCry was late covering the bag at first, and so Curtis has himself a bunt single.
Now hitting for the Chargers, number 17, Jackson Fisher.
Jackson Fisher is responsible for the first Sheridan run. His RBI double drove in Hamilton to give Sheridan a 1-0 lead back in the first. Fisher takes ball 1 with runners at the corners and 1 out. So Smolik is even with the bag at third. Hale is holding Curtis at first in the middle of the infield. Slayton and DeCry look to turn 2. The 1-0. Fouled back and out of play. It's a hot, humid day. Yeah, it was much more pleasant yesterday than it was today, and it's that stereotypical Iowa weather they tell you about. Actually, not even day to day, more like hour to hour. Runner goes from first, and that pitch is pop foul for strike 2. Looking at Sheridan's roster, they have an awful lot of seniors. I count 6. Almost as many as Davis County. Runner goes from second. It's bounced to Slayton. He steps on the bag for 1 to throw to first, but it is dropped by Hale, so the double play is not recorded. The run scores to make it 3-2. And what could have been an inning-ending double play instead is an RBI fielders.
For the Chargers, number 24, Colby Wards.
Colby Wirtz is the batter. And he takes a strike on the inside corner. Have to consult a scoring expert as to how to score that last play, because you never assume a double play, but Hale did drop the throw from the shortstop Slayton that would have made it a double play. There's strike 2. Regardless, it is now a 3-2 ball game here in the top of the third. Hill looking for one last out to get out of this inning. He has Wirtz set up at 0-2, and now a throw to first. Sun has been ducking in and out of the clouds since this game started. It's currently out. Here's the 0-2 to Wirtz. Runner goes. It's taken for a ball to throw by Tharp, and it's into center field. But Fisher stays put at second base, so he'll have a stolen base. He is in scoring position representing the tying run. And Wirtz now has the count at 1 ball and 2 strikes. And the next pitch coming from Hill. Bounce to the plate, good block by Tharp. DeCry looking to keep Fisher close at second. Over but low, and the count is full. Oof, you got to have a pretty good eye, or maybe he got fooled and got the benefit of a call. Regardless, the payoff pitch is coming from Hill. Swing and a miss, and that will do it for Sheridan in the top of the third. But the Chargers do get a run back on 2 hits, an error, and a man left. And as we head to the bottom of the third, Davis County leads at 3-2 on the Atomo Radio Sports Network.
The busy farming season is here, and Nutrien Ag Solutions in Bloomfield is the best place to go for all your seed and fertilizer needs. They're focused on one thing and one thing only, providing their customers with the best products and services to grow the best crops possible. Farmers call them today for liquid and dry fertilizers, starters, small seed, and corn and soybean seed. They also offer crop protection chemicals and custom application. See why other area farmers are turning to Bob Lawson and the staff at Nutrien Ag Solutions in Bloomfield, where results in your field are always their first concern.
Hi, this is Kendall with Citizens Mutual. It's a busy time of the year, so we want you to save as much time as possible. Whether you need internet, TV, or phone service, we can handle all of them for you. We also have a great selection of TVs ranging from 32 to 65 inch, as well as appliances. Stop in today, and remember, Citizens Mutual is owned and operated by its customers. So when you walk in the door, we don't just treat you like a customer, we treat you like you're the boss, because you are. We're looking forward to seeing you at Citizens Mutual, just off the square in Bloomfield.
You're watching live coverage of the Davis County Mustangs on the Atomo Radio Sports Network.
It's a 3-2 ball game as we roll into the bottom of the third. The third inning is brought to you by Geotech. Call Jody for all your top quality black dirt, fill sand, and wash gravel needs. So Davis County looking to continue to hit after that 3-run second inning. Chariton got a run back in the top of the third. And so the Mustangs will try to answer here in the bottom of inning number 3. It will be 5, 6, 7 due up for Davis County, starting with Clay Collier.
Hitting first for the Mustangs, number 11, Clay Collier.
Collier singled his first time up. His single back in the first loaded the bases with 2 outs, but the Mustangs were unable to score in that first inning. Collier takes it over but low for ball 1. And now the 1-0. Swing and a miss on the fastball upstairs. 1 ball, 1 strike. Getting that high pitch is so tempting. It looks as big as a beach ball. The 1-1 pitch outside. 2 balls and 1 strike. Chariton wrapping up their conference play with a couple of games here. Here's a 2-1 pitch coming. Curveball inside. 3 balls and 1 strike. Looking at the standings, Centerville ran away with the South Central Conference. They ended up with a 17-1 record. Here's a 3-1 pitch, tomahawked foul to the third base side, and the count is full. Bit of a trivia question for you. So Centerville did go 17-1, and you know how good they are. Who did they lose their 1 game to? We know it wasn't Davis County, as Centerville swept the Mustangs. Who did Centerville lose their game to? That's my trivia question for you. 3-2 pitch, hit foul. I'll give you till after we'll see what happens at Clay Collier. Then I'll give you the answer as to who Chariton ended up losing to. I beg your pardon, who Centerville ended up losing to for their lone South Central Conference loss. By the way, Centerville moved up to 3A this past season, so they won't be defending their 2A state championship, but there'll be the problem of 3A. And judging by the way they've been playing this season, they'll do plenty of damage, I would believe, as they'll be hosting their own district tournament next week. The payoff pitch to Collier popped up, short center field, and it drops for a base hit. Wow. That was in between the Bermuda Triangle of Curtis, the shortstop, Gookin, the left fielder, and Hamilton, the center fielder. None could get to it, and Collier has his second hit of the day. He's 2 for 2.
Picking up the bats is Jacob Kojo. Now hitting for the Mustangs, number 18, K. Bill.
As you heard, probably the most adorable bat boy ever. Picking up the bats for the Mustangs here in game 1 of our doubleheader. Caden Hill's the batter, and he takes a fastball off the back of his noggin. Actually, that was a curveball that got away from Vital. That's his 3rd hit batsman of the game already, and the first 2 have reached for the Mustangs.
Now hitting for Mustangs, number 8, Noah Zamolik.
So that will bring in Hunter Bell, who will run for Caden Hill.
Courtesy runner for the Mustangs, number 13, Hunter Bell.
And Hill looks like he's okay as he comes back to the first base dugout. Smolek will bat with 2 on and none out. So the answer to my trivia question, Centerville went 17-1 in the South Central Conference. Who was the one lost to? It was the Clark. And there is a bunt by Smolek. He gets it down. The pitcher, Vital, throws the first for the out. And that's the second good sacrifice by the Mustangs in this game. 1 out, and Collier goes to third with Bell going to second.
Now hitting for the Mustangs, number 21, Logan Hale.
So the Clark Indians were the team that beat the Centerville Big Reds in the first of 2 in Osceola. Centerville ended up winning this game 2 of that doubleheader, and they ended up sweeping the rest of the South Central Conference. Hale takes ball 1. Centerville just had 3 more games left before they could try to complete the perfect conference season, but Clark had other ideas. The 1-0 is fouled away. 1 ball, 1 strike. In this game, Davis County leads at 3-2. And they have runners at second and third with just 1 out. Looks like all of the infielders are playing about halfway. And they walk in a couple steps on the pitch, which is taken low for ball 2. I mentioned that Davis County has laid down 2 sacrifice bunts. The first one was laid down by the man at the plate now, Logan Hale, back in the second inning. He comes up empty on that swing, and it's 2 balls and 2 strikes. Norman waits on deck for Davis County. And the 2-2 pitch, that's up high, and the count is full. Outfield at normal depth and straight away for Hale, and the payoff pitch coming from Vital. Swing and a miss, and Hale strikes out. And there are 2 down.
Now hitting for the Mustangs, number 15, Garl Norman.
So Garl Norman will look to extend the Davis County lead with a 2-out hit here. First pitch is a curveball taken high for ball 1. Doesn't seem like Vital has much of a grip on his curveball. He's hit 3 batters with his curveball, and it's routinely stayed high in the strike zone, or out of the zone. The 1-0 is a fastball that's swung on and missed by Norman for strike 1. The 1-1 pitch coming from Vital. Norman swings and misses. That was an off-speed offering. Norman got fooled, and it's 1 ball and 2 strikes. Collier led off the inning with a single, a bloop single into left center. Hill got hit by a pitch. Smolek sacrificed runners to second and third. That's bounced to the plate for ball 2. Hale struck out, and now it's up to Norman to make sure that hopefully Davis County does not come up empty here in the 3rd inning. And a 2-2 pitch to Norman, fouled away. Vital has been having a couple of stressful innings. This will be pitch number 59 for the right-hander. Here it comes. Curveball, a beauty. Woo! Not called strike 3, however. Vital can't believe it. Those who made the trip from Chariton can't believe it either. And the count is full. So Norman perhaps getting a free pass, but he swings and misses at the full count offering, and the inning is over. 1 hit, 2 left for the Mustangs. We'll head to the top of the 4th. Mustangs 3, Chargers 2 on the Atomic Radio Sports Network.
Are you installing a new septic system? The man to call is Jody at Geotech Sand and Stone. They have state-certified septic sand, as well as top-quality black dirt, fill sand, and washed gravel for landscaping. They also have large rocks to add to your landscaping. Geotech Sand and Stone has very competitive prices. Stop out and get a load, or have one of their contractors haul it for you. Call Jody today for more information at 799-1235. That's 799-1235. Geotech Sand and Stone, 3 miles west of Eldon on River Road. Attention Southern Iowa. Do you need a better night's sleep? Maybe it's time to get a new mattress. Dixon's Mattress Outlet in Bloomfield has the most competitive prices on new mattresses in all different sizes. Darren sells camper mattresses, commercial bedding, rollaways, special order sizes, bed frames, and mattress protectors. Call Darren today and he'll meet you at the warehouse. Dixon's Mattress Outlet, 641-664-3060. That's 664-3060. You're watching live coverage of the Davis County Mustangs on the Atomo Radio Sports Network.
Alex Bates will lead things off for Chariton. Pretty good game so far here in game one of our doubleheader. Davis County leads at 3-2. And Caden Hill will look to keep Sheridan off the board here in inning number 4, which is brought to you by fourth inning is brought to you by Wells Hometown Drug. Stop in and see Milo and his team today. And don't forget they offer free delivery to Bloomfield and the surrounding areas. A hot day outside, so umpires and players making sure they stay hydrated. First pitch is fouled back by Bates for strike 1. Bates popped out to third. Popped out to first. Back in the first inning in his only at bat. Bit of a pause in the action as Vic Combs, home plate umpire, slowly brushes off the plate. Tharp takes a spot behind the plate, and Bates is ready for the 0-1. That's taken low for ball 1. Hill allowed a run in the first, also run the third. And the 1-1 pitch is taken inside by Bates for ball 2. In the middle, not bad for Hill. He retired 6 batters in a row at one point, including a 1-2-3 second inning. There's a strike. 2 balls and 2 strikes to Alex Bates. The 2-2 pitch, wrapped foul to the third base side, and actually it was head coach Daryl Dotson, who was there as the third base coach, had to give it a bit of an olay. That was probably hit a bit too hard for his liking. Count remains at 2-2. Here's the next one to Bates. Over but low. And the count is full at 3 balls and 2 strikes. Bates leads things off here in the top of the 4th. Davis County nursing a 3-2 lead. Swing and a miss, and there's another strikeout for Hill. That's his 4th of the game. Up next is Reed Walters, the second baseman.
Now batting, Reed Walters, second baseman.
Walters lines a single into left field on the first pitch. So they have a man aboard first with 1 out. And here is Tyler Gookin, the left fielder.
Up next, Tyler Gookin.
First pitch is a wild pitch going to the backstop, and Walters is at second. So Hill uncorks a wild pitch, allowing the tying run to get into scoring position. Gukin has now the count at 1-0, and he struck out swinging his first time up. That's hit up the middle to Slayton. That's short. He kept it against his body, but he doesn't have a play. And now is the bad throw to home, and the tying run scores. Throw to second, and he is safe. So a lot to unpack there. As Gukin bounced it to Slayton at short. So we'll say that's an error on Slayton.
Now up to bat, Ashton Vitale.
Nobody really got the ball after it deflected off Slayton, and Walters rounded third, came home. The throw home was wide, and so Gukin was able to score. Gukin took second. And now here's a base hit in the left field by Vitale, putting runners in the corners with just one out. So 2 errors on that play. Error on the grounder by Slayton, and an error on the throw. I believe that was to Cry. And now up is Logan Caudill.
Batting next, number 14, Logan Caudill.
And we'll have a courtesy runner. That's Caden Fitzgerald. And he will run for the pitcher, Vitale. Runners at the corners with just one out. Hill in a major jam here in the top of the fourth. The run is already in as we are tied at 3. Hill steps off. Hill now comes set. And the pitch fouled away at the plate. Strike 1. Caudill grounded back to the pitcher his first time up. He's 0 for 1. And now the 0-1 pitch to Caudill. Hit on the ground and into left field for a base hit. That will give Sheridan the lead. Turning and making the slide into third is Fitzgerald, the courtesy runner. An RBI single for Caudill. And Sheridan's back out in front, 4-3.
Now batting number 13, Brady Hamilton.
Two runs in the inning. Runners remain at the corners with one out. And back to the top of the order. Brady Hamilton is 2 for 2 with 2 runs scored. Throw to first, and back safely is Caudill. Sheridan 4, Davis County 3. And here comes the first pitch to Hamilton. Runner goes from second. It's chopped to first. Hale will try to beat Hamilton at first, and he does for the out. In the meantime, the run scores from third to make it 5-3, Sheridan.
Now batting number 4, Quentin Curtis.
So Caudill's at second. 2 outs in the inning, and Quentin Curtis will bat. And he takes strike 1. And now the 0-1. It's a bunt back to the mound. And the play is made by Hill, the pitcher, and the inning is over. But Sheridan does score 3 runs on 3 hits, 2 errors with a man left. And Sheridan has taken the lead, and they have a 5-3 advantage over the Mustangs on the Ottumwa Radio Sports Network.
This is Milo Wells, your pharmacist at Wells Hometown Drug in Bloomfield. When you need prescriptions, stop in and see me. If you aren't a current customer, we will help you fill out a new patient form, which takes less than 5 minutes. We have a lot of over-the-counter items and have vaccines. We are here 6 days a week and offer free delivery in Bloomfield and surrounding areas. I pride myself on professionalism and small-town customer service, and our pharmacy reflects those values. Stop in and see us at Wells Hometown Drug next to CarQuest in Bloomfield.
This is Lisa Bell. Hey, all you Davis County Mustang fans. The agents at Northside Insurance are just like you. We support the Mustangs too. We're proud to live in Bloomfield, where we help families like yours with auto, home, business, farm, and life insurance. Get the professional coaching you need to win at life. Give us a call at Northside Insurance in Bloomfield and Centerville today, 664-2362. And go Mustangs! Nationwide is on your side. Nationwide Mutual Insurance Company and Affiliates, Columbus, Ohio, subject to underwriting guidelines, review, and approval.
Go Mustangs!
You're watching live coverage of the Davis County Mustangs on the Ottumwa Radio Sports Network.
Davis County trails at 5-3 as we play in the bottom of the 4th. Second time Davis County's trailed in this game. Sheridan had a 1-0 lead as well. Top of the order duo for the Mustangs, so it will be Bennett, Slayton, and Tharp. So right part of the order coming up to try to do something about this Sheridan lead.
Starting us off, we have number 12, Owen Bennett.
Bennett is 1 for 2 so far today. He has an RBI double and a run scored. The double he hit was to right field over the head of the right fielder Bates. Vitale pitches for the lead for the second time today. And here comes the first pitch to Bennett. Fastball taken for a strike at the belt. The wind in the 0-1. Hit in the air, foul territory, third base side, and Caudill has room, and the third baseman catches it in foul territory for out number 1.
Now batting, number 9, Trevor Slayton.
That brings up Trevor Slayton. And he looks at ball 1. Slayton flew out to left in the first inning and then popped out to the third baseman in the second. Here's the 1-0. 2-0. Slayton, we talked about his outing yesterday, but a very tight and efficient outing from the mound as he takes a curveball inside for ball 3. Economical as well, just 65 pitches, and as I said yesterday, we'll probably won't see Slayton again until the postseason starts. And here's the 3-ball no-strike pitch, outside corner, strike 1. Good pitch by Vitale. That'll be on July 16th, next Tuesday, in Donaldson, where they'll take on the winner of Adeville, Blakesburg, Fremont, and Albia. That's fouled out at the plate, and the count is full. Keep in mind, we won't have that game live streamed. We'll go back old school, and it will be on KRKN 104.3. You can catch all the live action there. And if you want to see any of the highlights, as that's taken for ball 4, you can go to our archive footage, as we'll be tape delaying the game as well.
Hitting now, number 16, Cade Tharp.
And so Slayton is at first with a Slayton Polaris walk. Don't walk from field to field. Call Tim and Dean for the best deal on Polaris Rangers and ATVs and enjoy a smooth ride on the Polaris to get those chores done. First pitch is taken inside for ball 1 to K. Tharp, who is 1 for 2. I beg your pardon, he's 1 for 1. He walked in the first inning and then hit an RBI single in the second. Leadoff runner is aboard. Davis County trails 5-3. And the 1-0 to Tharp. Curveball outside, ball 2. Two balls, no strikes to Tharp, and the pitch. That's another ball outside, 3-0. Slayton already walked in this inning, and now Vitale with a count of 3-0 is at risk of losing Tharp as well. And the pitch. He walked him. No, they called that a strike. So 3 balls, 1 strike. And the next one coming to Kate Tharp. That's hammered out to left field, but that is going to stay up in the air for Gukin. And he makes the catch for out number 2. Tharp just missed that one.
Up next, number 2, Draven DeCry.
And so Draven DeCry is the batter. He will bat with a runner on first with 2 outs. Vitale has been of the bend and don't break mentality, and there's a pitch high and inside for ball 1. His only hiccup has been a 3-run second inning. Otherwise, he has put up nothing but zeros. And he's not away from putting up another 0 for his Chargers. Vitale steps off. Slayton is the runner at first. He walked with 1 out. And he is still anchored at first with now 2 outs. The 1-0 to DeCry. Quick slide step. It's taken for a ball, and the snap throw is not in time as Slayton dives back safely to first. Now the count is 2-0 to DeCry. Let's see if he can find something good to hit on this count. He takes that high and tight, and now it's 3-0. And a 3-0 pitch taken on the outside corner for strike 1. It's been a steady wind throughout the game, although it is swirling, so no really definitive direction it's blowing. But it does make things a bit more pleasant outside. Popped up as he got under the curveball, and it goes right back to the pitcher, Vitale, who makes the catch to end the inning. 1 walk and 1 let for Davis County in the bottom of the 4th. We head to the 5th. And Chariton leads at 5-3 on the Atomo Radio Sports Network.
Take summer by storm on a new Polaris. Right now, the world's best-selling off-road lineup is priced to move. Get more done with a hardworking Ranger. Chase adventure on a legendary Sportsman. Or live wide open in a high-performance RZR. Rebates up to $2,000 are available now during the Polaris Summer Sales Event.
Slayton Polaris. Stop in and see Tim or Dean today for a great deal on a new Polaris.
Hi, this is Chris Ledke, owner of Pulaski Lumber. I would like to personally invite you to see our updated inventory. We have a nice selection of tools, plumbing, flooring, tile, accessories, and as always, we can order in anything you might need. Josh is also available to offer you professional 3D drawings to design your new home, deck, or addition. We don't charge huge architect fees, but are confident you will be happy with our work. We look forward to meeting you at Pulaski Lumber, your start-to-finish lumberyard.
You're watching live coverage of the Davis County Mustangs on the Ottumwa Radio Sports Network.
Fifth inning rolls in. Chariton leads it 5-3 over Davis County. Welcome back to Bloomfield at the Davis County Fairgrounds. First game of our doubleheader. Great to have you with us on the Ottumwa Radio Sports Network. Ellis Kojo along with our producer Corey Finch, bringing you all the action. Caden Hill ready to start his fifth inning of work. He'll face 3, 4, and 5, starting with the catcher, Jackson Fisher.
Starting your Chargers back off, number 17, Jackson Fisher.
Fisher is 1 for 2. Hit an RBI double in the first, reached on a fielder's choice in the third. He also has a stolen base. Here's the first pitch from Hill. Popped up, foul territory, third base side. It's going to stay in play, but it drops just inside the left field line, or just outside the left field line. Collier, the left fielder, Slayton, the shortstop, and Smolik, the third baseman, were all there, but none were able to come up with it, and Fisher has himself another lease at life. And there's a line drive on a hop to Slayton at short. Long throw to first. Got him. Nice play by Slayton for the first out.
Next up, number 24, Colby Wirtz.
Kobe Wirtz is 0 for 2 with a ground out and a strikeout. Hill looking for a quick inning to get his Mustangs back in the dugout into the bat rack so they can do something about this 5-3 deficit. That's fouled away for strike one. This may not be the last two times that the Mustangs and Chargers face each other, as Chariton is in the same district as Davis County. However, they are on the other side of the bracket. The 0-1 fouled away, 0-2. Chariton will play Van Buren on Saturday. That's this upcoming Saturday in Eddyville. And the winner of that game will face Central Lee, the top seed, in Donaldson on Tuesday. Strike three called on the curveball. 2 away. Nice curveball for Hill, and he froze Wirtz. And now it is Alex Bates.
Next up, number 12, Alex Bates.
Bates also 0 for 2 with a pop out and a strikeout. And there's a swing and a miss for strike one. So Chariton would have to beat Van Buren on Saturday and then beat the top seed Central Lee, who's having a fantastic season as they're the district host. That is strike two. And if they can do both of that and Davis County can win their game on Tuesday, then these two teams will meet each other again in the district final. That's taken outside for ball one. The district final, by the way, will be held a week from Saturday on July 20th in Donaldson. The 1-2. A soft fly ball in the left field. Diving catch by Collier, and he made it. What a play by Collier, and the inning is over. Chariton goes down 1-2-3. We'll head to the bottom of the fifth. Chariton 5, Davis County 3 on the Ottumwa Radio Sports Network.
Nothing says summer like hitting the open road. Get your vehicle summer driving ready. Cruising to work with the windows open and the convertible top down, going to the local fairs, or taking your much-needed holiday on the open road. Ray's Rapid Lube and Car Wash can get your car summer driving ready. Oil changes to the touchless car wash. Quick car wash to the super car wash. Ray fits in your budget so you can put more in your tank. Ray's Rapid Lube, 301 North Madison in Ottumwa.
This is Milo Wells, your pharmacist at Wells Hometown Drug in Bloomfield. When you need prescriptions, stop in and see me. If you aren't a current customer, we will help you fill out a new patient form, which takes less than 5 minutes. We have a lot of over-the-counter items and have vaccines. We are here 6 days a week and offer free delivery in Bloomfield and surrounding areas. I pride myself on professionalism and small-town customer service, and our pharmacy reflects those values. Stop in and see us at Wells Hometown Drug next to CarQuest in Bloomfield.
You're watching live coverage of the Davis County Mustangs on the Ottumwa Radio Sports Network.
Bottom of the fifth, and Davis County trails Chariton by the score of 5-3 as we welcome you back to Bloomfield. Ashton Vitale back on the mound, ready to begin his fifth inning of work. His only hiccup was a 3-run second inning by the Mustangs. He's been good ever since.
Now hitting number 11, Clay Collier.
Collier, Hill, and Smolik, 5-6-7. Will try to make some inroads against Vitale, and Collier sees a pitch bounce to the plate for ball one. Collier's enjoying a 2-for-2 day so far, a pair of singles. The 1-0. That's popped up, and that'll fall towards us and out of play. Collier now with the 1-1 pitch. Line drive, left center, and Hamilton tracks over to his right to make the catch, and the center fielder secures it for out number one.
Up next, number 18, Caden Hill.
Caden Hill will bat. And Hill so far is 0 for 1. He was hit by a pitch his last time up. He reaches for it, taps it back to the mound. Vitale scoops and flips to the first, 2 outs.
Now hitting number 8, Noah Smolik.
Noah Smolik will bat with the bases empty and 2 outs. Davis County trails at 5-3 here in the bottom of inning number 5. Here's the wind by Vitale, and the first pitch coming to Smolik. That's bounced to the plate for ball one. Smolik singled and scored in the second, and then laid down a sacrifice bunt in the third. Next pitch to Smolik coming from Vitale is a curveball. Hit high in the air, left field. Gukin settles under it, makes the catch to retire the side. And the Mustangs go down quietly in the bottom of the fifth. We head to the 6th inning. Chargers lead it 5-3 on the Ottumwa Radio Sports Network.
The busy farming season is here, and Nutrient Ag Solutions in Bloomfield is the best place to go for all your seed and fertilizer needs. They're focused on one thing and one thing only, providing their customers with the best products and services to grow the best crops possible. Farmers call them today for liquid and dry fertilizers, starters, small seed, and corn and soybean seed. They also offer crop protection chemicals and custom application. See why other area farmers are turning to Bob Lawson and the staff at Nutrient Ag Solutions in Bloomfield, where results in your field are always their first concern.
Hi, this is Kendall with Citizens Mutual. It's a busy time of the year, so we want you to save as much time as possible. Whether you need internet, TV, or phone service, we can handle all of them for you. We also have a great selection of TVs ranging from 32 to 65 inch, as well as appliances. Stop in today, and remember, Citizens Mutual is owned and operated by its customers. So when you walk in the door, we don't just treat you like a customer, we treat you like you're the boss, because you are. We're looking forward to seeing you at Citizens Mutual, just off the square in Bloomfield.
You're watching live coverage of the Davis County Mustangs on the Ottumwa Radio Sports Network.
It is the top of the 6th. Chariton is on top, 5-3 over Davis County here in game 1 of our doubleheader. Reed Walters getting set to bat for the Chargers.
First up, number 23, Reed Walters.
Walters is 1 for 2 as he swings and misses at the first pitch. He grounded back to the pitcher and then singled and scored back in the 4th inning. He was the first run scored of what ended up being a 3-run 4th inning, which gave Sheridan the lead that they now enjoy. The 0-1 bounce to the plate, and the count is 1 ball and 1 strike. Next pitch, taken for a strike, and now it's 1-2. The pitch, over but low, 2 balls and 2 strikes. Hill with a wind and the next delivery. A swing and a miss. He struck him out. Got him with the curveball. Another strikeout for Hill for out number 1.
Number 20, Tyler Gookin.
6 strikeouts for Hill. Tyler Gookin comes to the plate. Strikeouts are brought to you by Keys Foods. Don't strike out when it comes to supper. Come see Brian and staff at Keys Foods for some awesome smoked and barbecue meats. The whole family will love it. Don't forget to follow them on Facebook. Tyler Gookin is 0 for 2. Struck out in the second, reached on error in the third, and ended up scoring in that 4th inning. That's fouled away for strike 1. Gookin has the count at 1-1, and he looks at ball 2. Waiting on deck is Ashton Vitale, the pitcher. The 2-1, 3-1. The wind and the 3-1 pitch from Hill, taken high. Nope, it's a strike. A late strike call by Vic Holmes, home plate umpire, and the count is now full at 3-2. And now the payoff pitch. Strike 3 called, and that's the second straight punch out for Hill. 2 outs.
Next up, number 22, Ashton Vitale.
Ashton Vitale will look to help his own cause. Bases empty, 2 outs. Top of the 6th. Mustangs trail at 5-3. The pitch. Swing and a miss. Hill really has that swing and miss stuff working here in the 6th inning. Working quickly, he comes home with the 0-1. Over but low. 1 ball and 1 strike. Vitale's 1 for 2 with a single and a run scored. The 1-1 slapped to left center field. That drops for a base hit. So Vitale keeps the inning alive for Logan Caudill. Oh no. I think the bat boy took the wrong team's bat. Bit overzealous is the bat boy.
Next up, number 14, Logan Caudill.
So Caudill will bat with the runner at first and 2 outs. And here comes the first pitch to Caudill, taken inside for ball 1. Tharp thought about a snap throw to first, but he thought better of it. Caden Fitzgerald's the courtesy runner at first base for Chariton. And the 1-0. Fastball outside, 2 balls and no strikes. Caudill has an RBI single. And he also has a ground out, so he's 1 for 2 with that RBI. The 2-0. Chopped foul at the plate. 2 balls and 1 strike. Chariton 5-16 on the season. And they are right about where their head coach says they would be typically during the season. I'll explain that after this pitch. The 2-1 popped up. This might have to wait until the next inning as that comes down to Smolik at third base, who makes the catch, and the inning is over. 1 hit, 1 left for Chariton. We head to the bottom of the 6th. Davis County running out of outs. They trail 5-3 on the Ottumwa Radio Sports Network.
It's more than an education. It's more than a degree. William Penn University is alive with opportunity. Opportunity in a diverse student body. Opportunity in a staff that works with your budget. Opportunity in over 30 programs of study. Opportunity in a classroom where your voice is heard. Find your future and the opportunities waiting for you. Start your planning today at wmpenn.edu and see why William Penn University is alive with opportunity.
Whether you are a player, cheerleader, or coach, your friends at Chariton Orthodontics are cheering for you. We are proud of the students in our area and are happy to support them in their school activities. We want to see you smile on and off the field. If you or your child are in need of orthodontic care, call us for a free no-obligation appointment. We have many different options available to help your child's bite and smile. Call us today at Chariton Orthodontics in Ottumwa and Oskaloosa. We look forward to making you smile.
You're watching live coverage of the Davis County Mustangs on the Ottumwa Radio Sports Network.
Davis County trails at 5-3 as we roll into the bottom of the 6th inning. First of 2 between Chariton and Davis County as the end of the regular season is quickly approaching. Batting for Logan Hale will be Caleb Wagler, who comes off the bench. So Wagler will bat for Hale. And here comes the first pitch to the junior. It's a curveball taken high for ball 1. So my point from the last inning is talking to head coach Gerald Dotson before the game, the head coach of Chariton, says that his team, typically, they play about 5 good innings, and then they end up not able to prevail in the end. That pitch is swung on and missed for strike 1. Case in point is their last game versus Sadell. They had a 3-0 lead going into the 6th inning. But then Sadell, and there's another strike, ended up scoring 8 unanswered runs. And they beat Chariton by a final score of 8-5. And he says that's pretty much typical of the way the year's gone for them. The 1-2 pitch popped up foul to the first base side out of play. That game versus Sadell was yesterday. Beg your pardon, it was Monday. Yeah, yesterday. Yesterday was Monday. 1-2 to count to Wagler. And here comes the next one from Vital. Curveball fouled away. So Wagler stays alive. And here comes another 1-2 pitch to Wagler. Inside, 2 balls and 2 strikes. Vital, in case you're wondering, now at 88 pitches by my count. The 2-2 pitch, curveball, inside. Both Vital and his catcher Fisher wanted that. Instead, the count is full. The ump has had a pretty consistent zone, and he has been pretty tight with it throughout this game. The payoff to Wagler, swing and a miss. And there is out number 1.
Hitting next, number 19, Gavin McCall.
So Gavin McCall will bat for Garl Norman. McCall is a freshman. And the home plate umpire goes to his lineup card to make the change and announce it to the Chariton dugout. McCall is ready, so is Vitale. Base is empty, 1 out. Here in the bottom of the 6th, the pitch. Strike on the outside corner. And now the 0-1. Popped up. Foul territory. This will be playable. And making the catch is the first baseman Lane, 2 outs. Back to the top of the order and Owen Bennett.
Now batting number 12, Owen Bennett.
Here's the first pitch to Bennett. Taken over but low for ball 1. Bennett is 1 for 3 so far today with a double, an RBI, and also a run scored. The 1-0. Strike at the belt, 1 ball and 1 strike. Vitale has gotten stronger as the game has gone on. He now has retired 7 in a row. And the pitch. Outside, ball 2. And the next one coming from Bennett, or coming to Bennett. Fastball, actually that was a curveball on the outside corner. Nice pitch from Vitale. 2 balls and 2 strikes. Vitale a pitch away from sending us to the 7th. Here it comes. Fouled away. Good contact by Bennett, staying alive. Looked like that was a breaking ball at his shoe tops, but he managed to fight it off, and he'll see another pitch. Vitale with the wind and the 2-2. Fastball upstairs, and the count is full. If Bennett can stay alive, I'll move the line to Trevor Slayton. And a payoff pitch. Reached for it, and a good piece of hitting there as he dunks a base hit into left field. Bennett with his 2nd hit of the night, and Trevor Slayton will bat and represent the tying run.
Hitting next, number 9, Trevor Slayton.
So here's Trevor Slayton. 0 for 2 with a walk. Hit high and deep left center field. That ball is gone. Trevor Slayton has tied things up. It is 5-5. A 2-run shot, his 4th of the season. First pitch swinging, and Slayton left no doubt. And we start again, 5-5. So Kate Thorpe will have to shut off his catching gear and get into the batter's box. He'll have to grab a bat as well. Base is empty, 2 outs. 2-run homer by Slayton has tied this game at 5. And Tharp swings at the first pitch, flies it high and deep to center field. Back is the center fielder Hamilton, and it's gone! Kay Tharp has given the Mustangs the lead. A solo shot to dead center, and it's 6-5 Davis County. Back to back. Go Slayton and Thorpe. My goodness. Not only back-to-back home runs, back-to-back pitches. Both Slayton and Thorpe both pick on the first pitch they see to hit home runs and turn the fortunes for the Mustangs here in the 6th inning. Now here's the cry. Here's the first pitch. He takes strike one in the outside corner. And the two most dangerous hitters for Davis County flex their muscle here in the 6th. The 0-1. A bit inside, and Vital not quite happy with that call as he demonstrably, he did not, the home plate umpire did not like his mannerisms there on the mound. It's 1-1. Here's the next one to Decry. Curveball, high, ball 2. You don't need to look at the umpire's eyes to see that he is not too pleased with Vital's mannerisms right now. The 2-1 pitch hit the other way, but foul. 2 balls and 2 strikes. And a 2-2 to Decry. Up and away, ball 3, and the count is full. Decry was hit by a pitch, grounded out and popped out, and ball 4 on a check swing off the outside corner, and the inning continues.
Now batting, number 11, Clay Collier.
Clay Collier will come to bat, but before that, looks like we'll have ourselves a pitching change as, by my count, Vital's at 105 pitches, and that head coach Daryl Dotson says that's enough for him. So we will see a new Chariton pitcher. We'll take a timeout for the pitching change, and we'll tell you about the new Chariton pitcher when we come back. Davis County has taken the lead here in the bottom of the 6th. They have a 6-5 advantage on the Atomo Radio Sports Network.
Hi, I'm Karsten. And I'm Callie. And we are the Neebs Girls. We would like to personally invite you to our parents' new store on the south side of the square in Bloomfield. Stop in and have them make you a custom shirt, hat, banner, sign, or even your school mascot. They stay open late on Thursdays until 7. We hope to see you soon. Neebs Graphics, making you stand out.
Neebs Graphics on the south side of the Bloomfield Square.
John at Collision Corner knows that when you get in an accident and need some work done on your vehicle, you want the process to go smooth and easy. That's why Collision Corner is your best choice. John is a preferred body shop, which means he can work directly with your insurance company. He will handle the claim from start to finish. Collision Corner knows you need your car back as soon as possible, and they will also pick it up and deliver it to you for free. When you have an accident, call John and his team at Collision Corner in Bloomfield, and don't forget to like them on Facebook.
You're watching live coverage of the Davis County Mustangs on the Atomo Radio Sports Network.
3 runs in for the Davis County Mustangs here in the bottom of the 6th. They have taken a 6-5 lead over Chariton, and the new pitcher in the game will be Preston Lane, who is another right-hander. Lane is a sophomore, and looks like it'll be a simple switch. Lane, who was at first base, now pitches, and Vital, who is the pitcher, looks like he's going to be at first base, but we'll wait to see where actually he goes once Chariton assumes their defensive positions. But back-to-back homers, a 2-run homer by Slayton and a solo shot by Kate Thorpe, has the Mustangs sitting with a 6-5 lead. And the Mustangs still aren't done. Decry walked. That chased Ashton Vital, who really had 2 bad innings. A 3-run second and a 3-run 6th. Now Clay Collier will look for his 3rd hit of the day. He is 2 for 3 thus far. DeCry takes his lead from first. I wouldn't be surprised if he ran. First pitch is taken well outside for ball 1. Lane straightens up. DeCry runs. The pitch is bounced to the plate, and DeCry easily takes second as the ball ended up deflecting off the catcher Fisher and towards the Davis County on-deck circle. So a stolen base for DeCry. He represents which may be a key insurance run at second. Clay Collier could drive him in with a hit, and he has a count of 2-0. The pitch, swing and a miss. And the next one coming to Clay Collier with the count at 2-1. Over but low. 3 balls and 1 strike. Before Davis County's outburst here in the 6th, the last hit Davis County had was Clay Collier leading off the 3rd. So Ashton Vitale, the starter for Chariton, had them under arrest for a while. There's ball 4 wide, and it gets away from Fisher, and on the wild pitch, DeCry takes 3rd. Runners at the corners, 2 outs. And here comes the first pitch from Lane to Caden Hill, and he takes it low for ball 1. Ashton Vitale went 5 2/3. Allowing 6 runs thus far on 8 hits. Walking 3 and striking out 3 is also responsible for DeCry, who is standing at 3rd base. The 1-0. That bounces to the plate. That gets away from Fisher to catcher, and scoring easily is DeCry to make it 7-5. And that is a key insurance run that scored on that wild pitch. Collier goes to second. Another runner in scoring position for Hill. 2-0 the count, and the pitch. Slapped the other way, but to the first baseman, Vitale, to end the inning. But Davis County scoring 4 runs, 3 of which were on back-to-back homers by Slayton and Tharp. And at the end of 6, it's Davis County 7, Sheridan 5 on the Ottumwa Radio Sports Network.
Take summer by storm on a new Polaris. Right now, the world's best-selling off-road lineup is priced to move. Get more done with a hardworking Ranger. Chase adventure on a legendary Sportsman. Or live wide open in a high-performance RZR. Rebates up to $2,000 are available now during the Polaris Summer Sales Event.
Slayton Polaris. Stop in and see Tim or Dean today for a great deal on a new Polaris.
Hi, this is Chris Ledke, owner of Pulaski Lumber. I would like to personally invite you to see our updated inventory. We have a nice selection of tools, plumbing, flooring, tile, accessories, and as always, we can order in anything you might need. Josh is also available to offer you professional 3D drawings to design your new home, deck, or addition. We don't charge huge architect fees, but are confident you will be happy with our work. We look forward to meeting you at Pulaski Lumber, your start-to-finish lumberyard.
You're watching live coverage of the Davis County Mustangs on the Ottumwa Radio Sports Network.
A 4-run 6th inning has turned the tables for the Mustangs as they now lead it 7-5. Hill back on top of the mound looking to finish off a complete game and give Mustangs a victory here in Game 1 of this twin bill. He'll have to contend with the top of the Sheridan lineup, starting with Brady Hamilton.
First batter, we have number 13, Brady Hamilton.
We'll keep a close look on the pitch count of Hill. He has 91 pitches in the game. Remember, the limit for high school players is 110. That pitch is fouled back. Now, Hill last pitched on Friday in the second game of the doubleheader. He threw 63 pitches, but he got the requisite 3 days of rest, so he is allowed to go as long as he can. And there is a tapper back to Hill, 1 out. Quentin Curtis is the next batter for Chariton. He has a hit in 3 at-bats.
Now batting, we have number 4, Quentin Curtis.
Base is empty, 1 out, and here's the first pitch to Curtis, fouled at the plate. That actually went off the body of Curtis. I think it was his right leg it hit for strike 1. And what I alluded to just an inning ago about head coach Daryl Dotson and his concern about his Chargers has come true in this game. They play well for about 5 innings, and then for some reason things start to fall apart on them. Hit on the ground. It stays fair for Smolik at third. He guns at the first for the out. Two outs, base is empty, and the last chance in this game will be Jackson Fisher for Chariton. The first pitch taken inside for ball 1. Hill an out away from a complete game. And now the 1-0. Fastball, strike 1. The 1-ball-1-strike pitch coming from Hill. Line drive right in the center field for a base hit, and the tying run will come to the plate. Colby Wirtz is the DH. In case you're wondering, Chariton as a team has 1 home run on the season, and it was hit by the man who just wrapped a single in the center, Jackson Fisher. So if Wirtz goes yard here, it will be his first of the season. First pitch to Wirtz, curveball taken for a strike. Nice pitch from Hill. But the old baseball adage forever rings true. Anyone with a bat is dangerous. So Wirtz does represent the tying run. Runner goes. Pitches a swing and a miss. The throw by Tharp to second is not in time. And it's a stolen base for Fisher. Count is 0-2 to Wirtz, so Hill's a strike away from ending game 1. The pitch outside, good stop by Tharp to prevent any further advancement by Fisher. 1 ball, 2 strikes. We will have game 2 of our doubleheader coming up right after this one, after a bit of a break. Strike 3 called, and that will do it. The Stangs win, the Stangs win, the Mustangs win it. Final score, a come from behind 7-5 victory for the Mustangs here in game 1. We'll take a break, and when we come back, we'll start the Northside Insurance post-game show from here in Bloomfield. Davis County 7-5 winners in game 1 on the Ottumwa Radio Sports Network.
Nothing says summer like hitting the open road. Get your vehicle summer driving ready. Cruising to work with the windows open and the convertible top down, going to the local fairs, or taking your much-needed holiday on the open road. Ray's Rapid Lube and Car Wash can get your car summer driving ready. Oil changes to the touchless car wash. Quick car wash to the super car wash. Ray fits in your budget so you can put more in your tank. Ray's Rapid Lube, 301 North Madison in Ottumwa. Are you installing a new septic system? The man to call is Jody at Geotech Sand and Stone. They have state-certified septic sand, as well as top-quality black dirt, fill sand, and washed gravel for landscaping. They also have large rocks to add to your landscaping. Geotech Sand and Stone has very competitive prices. Stop out and get a load, or have one of their contractors haul it for you. Call Jody today for more information at 799-1235. That's 799-1235. Geotech Sand and Stone, 3 miles west of Eldon on River Road. The busy farming season is here, and Nutrient Ag Solutions in Bloomfield is the best place to go for all your seed and fertilizer needs. They're focused on one thing and one thing only, providing their customers with the best products and services to grow the best crops possible. Farmers call them today for liquid and dry fertilizers, starters, small seed, and corn and soybean seed. They also offer crop protection chemicals and custom application. See why other area farmers are turning to Bob Lawson and the staff at Nutrient Ag Solutions in Bloomfield, where results in your field are always their first concern.
Hi, this is Kendall with Citizens Mutual. It's a busy time of the year, so we want you to save as much time as possible. Whether you need internet, TV, or phone service, we can handle all of them for you. We also have a great selection of TVs ranging from 32 to 65 inch, as well as appliances. Stop in today, and remember, Citizens Mutual is owned and operated by its customers. So when you walk in the door, we don't just treat you like a customer, we treat you like you're the boss, because you are. We're looking forward to seeing you at Citizens Mutual, just off the square in Bloomfield.
Keith's Foods in Bloomfield has been serving the Bloomfield area since 1969 with quality cut steaks, ripe seasonal produce, scrumptious bakery cakes and sweets, fresh dairy products, and of course, tasty smoked meats. We also have available hunting licenses, stamps, money orders, and gift cards too. Open till 9 p.m. every day. We pride ourselves in providing small town service in a big way while keeping up with trends and latest items across the country. Yes, Keith's Foods is your hometown grocery store and so much more. Keith's Foods, where we always take your groceries out to your car. Proud supporter of the Davis County Mustangs.
Are you installing a new septic system? The man to call is Jody at Geotech Sand and Stone. They have state-certified septic sand, as well as top-quality black dirt, fill sand, and washed gravel for landscaping. They also have large rocks to add to your landscaping. Geotech Sand and Stone has very competitive prices. Stop out and get a load, or have one of their contractors haul it for you. Call Jody today for more information at 799-1235. That's 799-1235. Geotech Sand and Stone, 3 miles west of Eldon on River Road. Attention Southern Iowa. Do you need a better night's sleep? Maybe it's time to get a new mattress. Dixon's Mattress Outlet in Bloomfield has the most competitive prices on new mattresses in all different sizes. Darren sells camper mattresses, commercial bedding, rollaways, special order sizes, bed frames, and mattress protectors. Call Darren today and he'll meet you at the warehouse. Dixon's Mattress Outlet, 641-664-3060. That's 664-3060.
If you've been looking to take your nursing career to the next level, William Penn University is ready to help. With the RN to BSN program, you could have your degree in as little as 17 months. You'll find individualized attention from professors that care about your success. William Penn wants to see each and every student succeed in their education and life. That's why our advisors work with you to provide affordable tuition. Visit wmpenn.edu today to learn more and enroll.
You're watching live coverage of the Davis County Mustangs on the Atomo Radio Sports Network.
All over from here in Bloomfield for game one anyway, where Davis County has defeated Chariton by the final score of 7-5. It was a come from behind victory for the Mustangs as Chariton took a 1-0 lead in the first inning thanks to an RBI double by Jackson Fisher. Davis County answered with 3 runs in the second inning, an RBI double by Bennett, an RBI single by Tharp, along with some good base running, led to also a run scoring on error, led to those 3 runs scored. Sheridan then retook the lead. They had they scored a run in the third and 3 in the fourth, and they led by the score of 5-3 up until the bottom of the sixth, where Ashton Vitale really kept Davis County in check until the bottom of the sixth. And it was a 2-out rally to get things started. Owen Bennett had a big at-bat as he saw a lot of pitches from Vitale, slapped a single the other way to get aboard, and the tying run came up in Trevor Slayton. He hit a 2-run shot to tie the game, and then the very next pitch, Kate Tharp hit a solo shot to center to give Davis County the lead. They added another run to make it 7-5, and Caden Hill, who went the distance, was able to make that lead hold in the top of the seventh. Hill went 7 innings, a complete game for him, allowing 5 runs, 1 of them earned on 8 hits, walking none and striking out 7. Davis County with 7 runs on 8 hits, 4 errors, and 8 men left on base. Sheridan with 5 runs on 8 hits, 1 error, and 4 men left on. Caden Hill was the winning pitcher, and he improves to, if you give me a second, he improves to 3-2 on the season. You're listening to the Northside Insurance postgame show. Quote McLean, your friends at Northside Insurance take care of you. So now it is time to name the Neebs Graphics player of the game. Think of them first for all your custom-made shirts, hats, banners, and much more. Stop in and see Kylie today on the south side of the Bloomfield Square. Now, you'd be tempted to give it to either Tharp or Slayton, but they kind of cancel each other out since they both had huge homers. But how about Caden Hill, going the distance, allowing just one earned run, walking none while striking out 7 over his 7 innings of work? Caden Hill, he is our Neebs Graphics player of the game for his pitching performance here in Game 1, really giving Davis County a break as they completed the first game of what will be the 3 over the next 2 nights. So that's going to do it from here in Davis County for Game 1 of our doubleheader. Once again, our score, the Mustangs beat the Chargers by the final score of 7-5. Davis County now improves to 14-11 on the season, and the Chariton drops to 5-17. We would like to thank you for making us a part of your Tuesday afternoon / early Tuesday evening. We'll be right back with you for Game 2 of our doubleheader. Momentarily after this break, you see the assistant coaches Joe Bruce and Bryce Vineyard carrying the field, and we'll be back for Game 2 of our doubleheader after a bit of a break, so come back right here and join us. But until then, for our producer, Corey Finch, this is Els Kojo saying so long from Bloomfield. You've been watching Davis County Baseball on the Ottumwa Radio Sports Network.